So what people do not tell you about juicing is that because these juices, most of them are unpasteurized, you are running the risk of taking in bacteria. And apparently that's what happened to me. So while they are everywhere and they're a very popular health hack, they might not necessarily be it for everyone. Whenever you hear about juicing, you always hear about how it's energy boosting, how it's packed with nutrients, and how it's basically liquid gold. But every single body is different, and it may be the right choice for you, or it may actually be making you more tired. Let's break it down science and Ayurveda style. Good morning, loves. Starting my day with this green juice. It has kale, spinach, celery, and a little lemon. So detoxifying. Sound familiar? Yeah, we've all been there. Influencers really make it look so easy, and they truly look like goddesses. But for me, it was a completely different story, and yeah. While I'm not knocking green juices, I'm here to help everyone become aware not every health trend is for everyone. But hang on, besides me getting a parasite, can we talk about how much juicing can cost? And I'm not talking about buying a naked juice at the grocery store. I'm talking about the truly pressed juices that you pay an arm and a leg for. If you've ever done a juice cleanse, you already know that these juice cleanses can run up to like $200. And again, while juices can be beneficial, they are not a one size fits all. In fact, some juices can actually drain you of energy. And let's talk about why. When it comes to science, green juices are known for being packed with tons of vitamins, tons of minerals, especially if you're not eating a lot of vegetables throughout the day. They do always say that cold pressing your vegetables is much more beneficial than drinking your fruits. In fact, my husband actually told me a story about how one of his friends was only juicing, but he was only drinking smoothies that contained fruit. And while that sounds healthy, can actually be really detrimental to your health. He ended up having to go to the ER because his blood sugar spiked. While this is kind of a crazy story, it's not necessarily bad to juice, there's just an art to it. Green juices are also really low in calories and protein. If you're replacing a meal with a green juice, you might not be getting the proper power or fuel for your day. One reason why juicing might actually be making you more tired is going back to that fruit story, where if you are juicing, it can cause a blood sugar spike, and with that spike, there will be a crash. Now, on top of that bit of science, there's also the Ayurveda approach. And Ayurveda, there's 3 different doshas, and your dosha is your body type. Now, each dosha is going to have a different need as far as diet, routine, all the way down to how you digest your food. So if you're Vata, which is light or air energy, cold juices might be too cooling, and then that would leave you feeling ungrounded. Now, if you're Pitta, which is fiery or an intense energy, green juices might work great, but too many might overheat your system. And if you're Kapha, which is usually steady or grounded energy, green juices might actually be too heavy and sluggish for your body type. Ayurveda usually emphasizes having drinks at room temperature or even warm. They very rarely say to drink something ice cold. Ayurveda says this because warm cooked meals are better for digestion. So instead of a cold green juice, you might try a warm turmeric latte. This will be easier on your gut, and it will leave you feeling better. Trust, I tried this a few weeks ago. I was pretty blown away by drinking warm water and eating warmer foods. Did actually leave me feeling a little bit more energized, and I felt like my digestion was just overall better. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing green juices. I still juice. So if you're tired while you're drinking juice, it might be because you're not eating enough, you're not getting enough healthy fats, your body might need something a little warmer so that it's grounding. You might even be overloading on raw veggies. And anything raw is a little bit harder to digest. Instead of relying on just green juices, the next time you go to your favorite juice spot, maybe try getting a smoothie and adding protein into it. And that way you're still scratching that juice itch, but you are getting a little bit more sustenance. Maybe you're juicing every single day, and by the end of the week, you're actually kind of exhausted. Switch out a green juice for something like golden milk, a warmer drink, or even an herbal tea. And don't get me wrong, there are so many benefits to juicing, so please don't stop. I'm just here to try and help you become aware of why you might be tired, what your juice routine might look like, what your body type might need, just so that you don't end up being tired all the time and not knowing why. I love blending modern science and Ayurveda together. On top of juicing, I've added in adaptogens, different supplements, Ayurvedic herbs, and honestly, I know it's so simple, but like starting my day with a warm glass of lemon water and just paying attention to what I eat throughout the day.
So are green juices making you tired?
Maybe, but really at the end of the day, really just listen to your body. Part of your wellness journey is starting to listen to what your body actually is saying to you.
So if you're curious on how to balance
Modern health trends with this Ayurveda ancient wisdom, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe,
and let us know if you have actually juiced in the comments,
if you've ever felt tired from it,
or what your wellness routine looks like. I'm so excited that you're here, and I can't wait to share more wellness tips with you.